Hi everyone, welcome to Show New channel. Please like, share and subscribe. And today we will going to discuss very serious topic which is global warming. So we will see going to see a definition of global warming and how are these gases produced, are gas are these greenhouses gases are harmful, effect of global warming, and the initiative taken by the world, by India, and what we can do to reduce this greenhouse effect and to reduce these greenhouse gases. So first we will see the definition of global warming. So global warming is the gradual increase in the average temperature of the earth's atmosphere. It is because of an increased amount of the sun rays striking the earth's surface, which get trapped and then do not radiate out into the space. These rays are trapped by certain gases called greenhouse gases. This include carbon dioxide, ozone, nitrous oxide, water vapor, methane, etc. And how are these gases produced? So you know that greenhouse gases are produced by man-made activities, which are listed below, like burning coal and petroleum, known as fossil fuel, cutting down rainforest, and even the production of animal waste, which lead to these gases produced. And are these greenhouse gases harmful? Without the greenhouse gases, the earth would be very cold and would be unsurvivable. It was the most important thing due to which the life thrived on this planet, but nowadays too much sunlight is being trapped by our atmosphere by these gases. And after this we will going to see effect of global warming. With so much heat being trapped in the greenhouse gases, the average temperature of earth's surface is increasing at an enormous rate when compared with earlier decade. This increase in temperature is leading to change in climate change. In this figure you can see solar energy from the sun gases. Sun passes through the atmosphere, and this solar energy is reflected back out but out the space. Energy surface is heated by the sun and radiates the heat back out toward the space, and greenhouse gases in the atmosphere trap some of the heat, and due to this earth's surface temperature goes rise, and the water get heated up, which evaporation forms cloud. And you know that nearly 75% of the earth is covered with water, so this water then come down and sometimes lead to flooding of river also. And as you know, a warmer atmosphere make a glacier and mountain snow packs, the polar ice cap and the great ice shield jutting off Antarctica melt, raising sea levels. And change in temperature this changes the pattern of wind greatly, that brings the monsoon in Asia and rain and snow around the world, leading to unpredictable weather more common. This is why scientists have stopped focusing just on global warming and now focus on the larger topic of climate change. So due to this, there are a lot of initiative world has now started taking. So first we are going to see the United Nations Framework Convention on Climate Change. In this we have seen that this UNFCCC is an international agreement on the environment, which was adopted on 9 May 1992 and opened for signature at the Rio de Janeiro, which is in Brazil, a summit from 3 to 14 June 1992, and this was basically about climate change. So now in the second the initiative the world has taken by uniting member of this in this they have means this in this agreement they have that made a framework convention on climate change agreement on mitigation, adapting and financing greenhouse gases emission, signed in which is signed in 2016. In 2015 the Paris agreement was adopted, governing emission reduction from 2020 on through commitment of countries in nationally determined contribution, lowering the target to 1.5 degrees Celsius. Remember, we have taken the target of lowering to the target to 1.5 degrees Celsius, and the agreement entered into force on 4th November 2016. Now we will going to discuss what initiative India has taken. So the first is energy sector intervention. So this the objective of this intervention in the energy sector is to reduce emission of greenhouse gases by improving energy efficiency and adopting cleaner energy sources. And the second initiative which India has taken is International Solar Alliances. So in this ISA is an alliance of more than 122 countries which is initiated by India. Most of which are sunshine countries. Remember this. And between the Tropic of Cancer and the Tropic of Capricorn, either entirely or partly, it has now been extended to all UN member. The alliance This alliance's primary goal is to work toward efficient use of solar energy to reduce dependence on fossil fuels. To- Now the third is Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana, which is PMUY. This has made a revolutionary change in this LPG gas, because by this yojana the government has provided free LPG connection and reduced the dependence of people on fuel like firewood and cow dung. So by this we have the country has taken a great step to replace its way of cooking from earlier way to the new which is more uh, efficient uh, to reduce the greenhouse gas. Now fourth is green rating for integrated habitat assessment, that is GRIHA. GRIHA developed by the Institute of Energy and Resources, that is TERI, was adopted as the national green building rating system by the government. It assesses a building's environmental performance holistically throughout its life cycle, thus establishing a definitive standard for what constitutes a green building. So fifth, renewable energy development. India has set an ambitious target of adding 175 gigawatt of renewable energy capacity by 2022, over and above and the 30 gigawatt that is installed. Sixth is solar cities, reducing a minimum of 10% of the anticipated energy demand of the city through renewable energy installation using wind and solar energy, recycling municipal waste and implementing energy efficiency measure to meet the objective. So you can see how India now looking toward more on renewable energy. So this is good for reducing greenhouse gases. I hope India will keep going on this path. Seventh is ultra mega solar park. So again this is again renewable energy one development kind of program which is India has taken. In this series of planned solar power project, each of which is of a capacity of more than 500 megawatt. Government plans to establish 25 of this plant, adding 20 gigawatt of the solar power capacity. Eighth is national biofuel policy. In this policy, the aim is to attain 20% of the ethanol blending in conventional fuel. Ethanol blending that is taking place. So there are various salient features in this. You can see about national policy on biofuel 2018. You can take a screenshot also to making a note of for exam point of view, which is very important. This is national policy on biofuel. What India going to blend this, how the in future going this this policy is very important because we are looking for alternatives. So as ninth is National Offshore Wind Energy Policy 2015. By installing 23 gigawatt power supply, India has successfully developed the onshore wind power program. This new policies seek to develop wind farming deeper into the sea to reduce the dependence only on land for the wind energy. So the 10th initiative which India has taken is the industrial sector scheme objective, which is also to reduce emission from the automobile and from industries. And 11th is the nuclear power program. Nuclear is also a very good way to reduce greenhouse gases, because right now in India currently sources about 2% of its energy need from the nuclear energy, and the stage 3 of the nuclear power program, when completed, will ensure India become a self-sufficient country in the nuclear fuel, as it holds 25% of the world thorium reserve. So government recently cleared about 10 nuclear power reactors that had a net capacity of 7,000 megawatt. So even nuclear power program, which is very important for a country like India, which is fastest developing country, and for it to increase its GDP, it depend on conventional fuel to meet its energy demand. India is well aware of all those issues and that the world is facing due to global warming, so it has taken various steps. So in that step, in this nuclear power program, it's also very important for power generation. And 12 is National Electric Mobility Mission Plan, and this is the achievement of national fuel security by promoting hybrid and electric vehicle in the country, and parallelly reduce harmful emission from the vehicle running on the hydrocarbon. It aims at achieving annual sales of 6 to 7 millions hybrid and electric vehicle from 2020 onwards. So it is also a very nice in Indian government has taken. It is about faster adoption and manufacturing of hybrid and electric vehicle, which is a fame. It aims to support market development and ecosystem for production of hybrid electric vehicle. The scheme has four focus, that is technological development, demand creation, pilot projects, and charging infrastructure. So I have told you that these are the major challenges whenever you talk about electric vehicles. So India is also focusing on these issues by adopting this kind of initiative, like fast adoption and manufacturing of hybrid electric vehicle. So the 14th, which is India is focusing on increasing the green cover. In this, if I talk about green cover, the first is to interlink the river interlinking. By this interlinking, it will help in addressing the issue rising due to disasters such as droughts and floods, and increasing the area under the irrigation channel. So the problem sometime India faces about drought because of this loss of linking of this river. So by interlinking this river, India government think that this will help in addressing the issues which are drought and flood. So the second way to increase the green cover is to national green highway missions. In this, government will going to plant tree along the national highways. This would also act as a green muffler for the noise pollution, and it will store CO carbon dioxide and provide livelihood to the communities living near the highways. So these are the 14 initiative which India has taken. Now, after what initiative India has taken for to reduce greenhouse gases, now we will see 10 ways to reduce greenhouse gases. You know that burning fossil fuels such as natural gas, coal, oil, and gasoline raises the level of carbon dioxide in the atmosphere, and carbon dioxide is a major contributor to the greenhouse effect and global warming. You can help to reduce the demand for fossil fuel, which in turn reduce global warming by using energy more wisely. So you can see the first way we can do is by energy efficient product. uh, Home appliances now come in a range of energy efficient models, and compact fluorescent bulbs are designed to provide more natural looking light while using far less energy than standard light bulbs. And second is way is use less hot water. Set your water heater at 120 degree to save energy and wrap it in an insulating blanket if it is more than 15-year-old. Buy low flow shower head to save hot water and about 350 pounds of carbon dioxide yearly. Wash your clothes in warm or cold water to reduce your use of hot water and the energy required to produce it. That change alone can save at least 500 pounds of carbon dioxide annually in most households. Third, that use the off switch. Save electricity and reduce global warming by turning off light when you leave a room and using only as much light as you need. And remember to turn off your television, stereo and computer when you are not using them. It is also a good idea to turn off the water when you are not using it, while brushing your teeth, shampooing the dog or washing your cars. Turn off the water until you actually need it for rinsing. Very important this is, I guess. And fourth is plant a tree. If you have the means to plant a tree, start digging. Tree absorb carbon dioxide and give off oxygen. A single tree will absorb approximately 1 ton of carbon dioxide during its lifetime. So you need to plant a tree. And fifth is get a report card from your utility company. Many utility companies provide free home energy audit to help consumer identify areas in their homes that may not be energy efficient. And in addition, many utility companies offer rebate programs to help pay for the cost of energy efficient upgrades. So you have to make a report card from your utility company. Sixth is encourage others to conserve. Share information about recycling and energy conservation with your friends, neighbor and co-worker, and take opportunities to encourage public officials to establish programs and policies that are good for the environment. Seventh is reduce, reuse and recycle. So just by reduce, reuse and recycle, you can do a miracle. Buying product with minimal packaging will help to reduce waste. By recycling half of your household waste, you can save 2400 pounds of carbon dioxide annually. Now we will see the eighth way by which we can reduce greenhouse gases is use less heat and air conditioning. Very important. Adding insulation to your walls and installing weather stripping or caulking around door and window can lower your heating cost more than 25% by reducing the amount of energy you need to heat and cool your home. Turn down the heat while you are sleeping at night or away during the day and keep temperature moderate at all time. Install a programmable thermostat because setting it just 2 degrees lower in winter and higher in summer could save about 2000 pounds of carbon dioxide each year. Now next is replace your light bulb. Wherever practically replace regular light bulb with compact fluorescent bulb, that is CFL bulb. Now there is also one more popular is LED bulbs. So replacing just 160-watt incandescent light bulb with a CFL will save you $30 over the life of the bulb. CFLs also last 10 times longer than incandescent bulb, use two-thirds less energy and give off 70% less heat. If every Canadian family replaced one regular light bulb with a CFL, it would eliminate 90 billion pounds of greenhouse gases, the same as taking 7.5 million cars off the road. So you can see how easy this is very practical way to reduce greenhouse gas. Now next, drive less and drive smart. Less driving means fewer emission. Besides saving gasoline, walking and biking are great form of exercise. Explore the York region transit system and check out option for carpooling to walk to work or school. When you do drive, make sure your car is running efficiently. For example, keeping your tire properly inflated can improve your gas mileage by more than 3%. Every gallons of gas you save not only help your budget, it also keep 20 pound of carbon dioxide out of the atmosphere. So I hope these 10 ways are very easy to in practical life to reduce greenhouse gases. I hope you enjoy my lecture about greenhouse effect and what initiative world is taking, India is taking, and what we can do to reduce greenhouse gases. Thank you for watching.